There's King Geo in the house hustling. What up? The hustling man, the DoorDash man, Uber man, every man. Damn, this hat don't look right on me, right? I look like Mr. Potato Head. Don't you think so? With glasses on. Mr. Potato Head. So what's up, my DoorDash friends? What's up? What's up? This King Geo in the house. So I want to say to everybody who's doing DoorDash or anyone who thinks about doing DoorDash, you got to think about it. I want to tell you the difference between doing DoorDash and doing Uber Eats. I don't know about Grubhub, but I think Grubhub pays a little bit more. But anyway, the difference between DoorDash and Uber Eats, they're both easy to sign up. You can sign up very easily. They do a background check. They do your license check. So that takes maybe 2 or 3 days. They pay you by run. DoorDash base pay is $3. Same thing as Uber Eats. So if you get an order and you see that it's only $3, that means that the customer is not leaving you a tip. I haven't left you a tip. The tip could be added later, but let me see what else is the difference. The difference is that in the aspect of getting more calls, depending on where you're at, you might have more Uber pickups than you have DoorDash. Sometimes you have more DoorDash than you have Uber. Where I live at right now, there's more DoorDash than there's Uber. Way a lot more DoorDash than there's Uber. I think I'm the only Uber in my area. And you only get maybe 1 call per day. I gotta go down all the way to Greensboro or Winston-Salem, stuff like that, to make money, or Raleigh-Durham. But when I go, I make more money down there doing Uber than I do DoorDash, because DoorDash, they pay you $2, $3 here. Their runs are shorter. You get more runs, but their runs are shorter. As to where Uber is longer, and I've done 8 runs, and I made $100. Here where I live at, in my part of North Carolina, a lot of DoorDashers, so it's condensed, it's small. The other difference is that when you get DoorDash, and this month alone they're doing it, but normally when you get DoorDash, you have to do a schedule. So in your area, if there's no schedule in your area for that particular day or that particular hour, shit out of luck, you can't do DoorDash. That means that other people have done DoorDash. If you like right now, they have quick DoorDash, means that you don't have to schedule to do DoorDash. You just go to the hotspot and boom, you dash now, and that's it. Before and after this month, it's gonna go back to the same way. You have to schedule your dashes, which sucks. Uber, you don't have to do that with Uber. Uber, you just go on Uber and just boom, logged in. So you could go to Uber, you drive with Uber, and let's just say you're driving from one spot to another, and that's your hotspot. As long as you're driving to there or wherever you're driving, you could be, a call could come in for Uber. As to with DoorDash, you have to go to the hotspot and get it, unless you're a quick dasher. This is what's called. And with a quick dasher, you don't need to schedule your appointments. You don't need to schedule your work. And with Uber, you don't need to schedule it either. But Uber's 24 hours a day. As compared to DoorDash, you have to schedule your timing, and that sucks. Right now, I went from where I'm at to Virginia, and that was a 9-minute drive. And when I went there, it was 4:25. I thought it was short. I said 9 minutes. This is right here where I live at. And when I got there, it was in Axton, Virginia. You know that lady did not give me a tip at all. And you would figure, these people who are making orders, who are ordering food, you guys gotta understand that DoorDash or Uber does not pay for your gas. Grubhub does. From my understanding, Grubhub does pay for your gas or your mileage, something like that. Uber does not. DoorDash does not. So when you people make your orders of DoorDash or you make your orders of Uber, think about that. We have to go far to get your food, then we have to take it to you, and for you not to leave a tip, that's kind of wrong. Normally, I don't do no $3 tips. Normally, I don't do no $4 tips. I mean, no $4 drive because it's a waste of my time. But with DoorDash, you have to maintain a certain amount of acceptance and a certain amount of on time, because if you don't take a if you don't take acceptance, that your acceptance percentage goes down, and after a certain time, DoorDash will log you out, and then you cannot do DoorDash no more. The only way you can do DoorDash again is if you use another email. You use all your information, but you have to use another email. If not, DoorDash will just kick you out of their platform, and like, what? You can't do this because you're not accepting our orders, and they don't understand. You can't go far, because if you accept it, then you decline it, or if you decline it, your rating goes down. Understand? And with Uber, pay is easier. With Uber Eats, you start today. Whatever you make today goes directly to your bank. If you want to get direct deposit, then it gets at the end of the week. It goes direct deposit. But if you want to get paid that same day, you get paid that same day. It goes directly to your bank or to whoever institution that you put it to. Not with DoorDash. With DoorDash, you have to do 25. You have to do 25 deliveries, and then you can do fast pay. And when you do fast pay, you're gonna do fast pay one time per day. With DoorDash, you can do it 4 or 5 times. So if I start in the morning and I make $20 and I need those $20, boom, I take out the $20. And then I do DoorDash. Then I do Uber Eats again during the afternoon. And if I do $30, $40, $50 and I need those $30, $40, $50, I use that again too. You know? So it's very different on that aspect. Delivery wise, paying wise is the same way DoorDash and Uber Eats, but when it means to get paid, it's totally different. You get paid the same day with DoorDash. You get paid the same day with Uber Eats, but with DoorDash you don't. You gotta do 25 deliveries, and you have to. I'm taking out this head. This looks stupid. You gotta do 25 deliveries in order for you to get fast pay. So you remember that. And always, if you're doing DoorDash or you're doing Uber, look at the distance, guys. It's not worth it. You going 10 miles for $4. It's not, because remember, you gotta go. Let's just say you gotta go 6. You gotta go 6 miles going, and you gotta do 6 miles coming back. You gotta do 12 miles. 12 miles for $4? No, it's not worth it. And that's what people, when they do these dashes, that's what people do these orders. They don't understand. When they don't give you a tip, you gotta go all the way to their house and deliver it to them. And it's not fair. If you're not gonna tip, you might as well don't make an order. Do not make an order. You make an order with me and you leave me no tip with this, like this lady. I thought she left something. If I would have known that, I would have dropped the food somewhere else. Because you're busting your ass. All right, God forbid, your car breaks down. You got to fix a tire. Whatever. They don't leave you no money. It's not worth it. It's not. So when you see those people that they said they make $1,000 here, that's because they are hustling. They're doing dashes from here. They're taking orders quick. Boom, 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 boom. And not knowing that if you make those $1,000 a day, or you make those $1,000 a day, those $1,000 a week, you do know that with Uber and all of them, you do know that at the end of the year, you have to pay taxes on that money that you make, because Uber's not taking taxes, Uber's not taking taxes, and DoorDash is not taking taxes. So at the end of the year, you have to, when you do your taxes, you have to pay for that, and you can't escape it, because Uber Eats, both Uber, all of them, they all send their forms, their 1099 form to the IRS. So the IRS knows how much you made through DoorDash, how much you made through Uber. You can't hide that. So you have to, I had to end up paying $200 this time, and you have to either you deduct something. You got to deduct your gas, you got to deduct your miles. So that's very important. They do. I don't know about Uber, but I'm assuming so, because last year when I did it with DoorDash, DoorDash gives you your miles that you ran. So you put those miles so that can be deducted. The gas that you spend deducted. If you spend anything on your car, you deduct that too. So all those deductibles that you do, that'll help you pay less, if not nothing, on your taxes for DoorDash or whatever the case may be. See, right now I've been here like 10 minutes. I've been doing this live 10 minutes, and I got no orders. When I first started here, I was making good money. I was making at least $100-something a day. I only worked from four in the afternoon to around 8 o'clock at night. And that's it. But I was making good money. And it said I make like $3,000 in 2 months, in 3 months. And I'm like, I never saw it. But it's a hustling game. It's a hustling game. If you're going to do DoorDash, if you're going to do these things, it's best for you to do them on an old car. If you have an old car, a little hoopty, I suggest that you do it on a hoopty. There is no point in you using your new car, putting so many miles on your car, and if it breaks down, these people are not going to pay for your car. They're not going to pay for your repair. They're not. So I suggest that you don't use your new car for that. But if that's all that you have, that's all that you have, right? Nothing you can do about that. Nothing you can do. So the only thing is that you're your own boss. You take an order if you want to. If you don't take an order, you want to. You don't have no one's hovering over your shoulder. But with DoorDash, if you don't do a certain amount of deliveries, look right now, my rating is. So I did it again because DoorDash took me up. But I'll show you. Look, deliveries to Wendy's, $6. This is picking up here, and I'll show you where this is at right now. So I'm gonna take this order at Wendy's, and then I'm just gonna go home because this order is by my house. So I'm gonna do this order, take that. See, on time, mine is 92%. Completion rate is 80%. Accepting rate, 53%. If you go lower than that, they'll send you a message saying, listen, your acceptance rate is low. You need to pick it up. If not, we're going to ban you.
Head north towards State Road 1962.
State Road 1962. I don't want to give you guys my coordinates, bro. You guys are... So I gotta fix the ignition of my car. My car overheated earlier on. I don't know why, because I have water in the radiator, so you can't put water. It's better to use Freon. I mean, not Freon. It's best to use antifreeze. But if your car ever overheats, you need to get home and you got no water, take your car and put the heater on. Instead of putting the AC, you put the heater on, and you will see the needle go down. Don't drive on that too long though, because you don't want to crack your engine block. You don't want to do that. You don't want to do that, because then you're screwed. So that's what I did. So I went from Wendy's to AutoZone, which is only what I'm doing now, and that's it. And then just so the needle go down, and I bought the antifreeze. That's all. Yeah, but I'm doing DoorDash, baby. I'm going to Wendy's. Oh, I ain't going to. I went here earlier on, and the guy has like one speed, slow. And I was about to tell him, yo, can you go any slower than this? He moves, and the thing that gets me angry is that he's a young buck. He's maybe 20 years old, and he's slow. 5 minutes to give me 6 items. Unlike other places, you gotta wait, you gotta get there and then place the order. Other places you get there, the order's already done. And this is, like I said, this is only close. This is Wendy's from where I'm talking to you now to Wendy's, like 30 seconds away. Crossing the street. I'm gonna do this last one, and then I'm just gonna go home. I gotta see my Mets game. So like if you want to do this on the side and you got a little empty car that you're not using, hey, by all means do this. But if not, don't put. It's not worth putting too many miles on your car. It really isn't. I'm gonna leave you guys in charge of my car. If you see anyone taking my car, tell them, yo, what up, man? Gotta put the mask on. Let's see if the food is done already. What time is it? 6:48. Let's see how long it takes. I shit you not, I was here 20 minutes ago and it took 5 minutes for 6 orders. Be right back. So there you go, guys. So there you go, guys. 1 minute. Five minutes, 6 minutes, I'm sorry, to do an order when that order was supposed to be already done. When you go to McDonald's, you don't go through this. McDonald's already has your order ready. So this is going to this direction. I already know where this is at. That's it, guys. Something's not working, bro. Doing this DoorDash. Going to these little rinky dinks. This is Wendy's, bro. I get there. It took them 6 minutes to do 3 Baconator fries and a 10-piece. 6 minutes. Like I said, that kid in there is slow. Forrest Gump moves quicker than he does. Forrest Gump's not even real. You just imagine that? Not even real. Slow, slow, slow. You know molasses is slow. This guy's slower than molasses. People here in North Carolina, they are weird drivers, bro. They wait until the last car to pass by, and then they go. They don't know how to time. Like, there could be a car 100 feet away, and they won't go. When you've been driving for so long, you cannot differentiate. You know, okay, I have enough time to cross, go on the other side, and that guy or that driver is not going to be where I'm at. Or he's not going to get here. No, they wait till the last moment. They wait till all cars pass by. I mean, literally all the cars pass by, and then they go ahead. That's how North Carolina drivers are. They don't. These people don't. They'll wait for a roach to pass by before they go any further. That's embarrassing. I don't know how these people in North Carolina drive, bro. They drive backwards. Watch, I'm gonna show you that right now. Instead of this guy going, no, she stood there. DoorDash is okay, man. If you're in a big city. But when I moved here the first time that I did DoorDash, it was moving. But now there's a lot of people, and a lot of people got into DoorDash here. So for you to get a spot in DoorDash, it's kind of hard. You got one Arab family, like 4 of them doing DoorDash. 4. Motherfucker brings his daughter to work from the morning time to nighttime. And this is a small town. My town only has 14,000 people. So just imagine that. And you have to schedule, like I said, you have to schedule your work. And in the month of August, you don't have to schedule it. You're a quick dasher. So that means that you just go to the hotspot and you dash. That's what it means. If not, you have to wait a certain amount of hours, whatever the case may be. But these guys, the Arab family of 4, they got this locked down here in my town. And I'm telling you, from morning time to nighttime. And then they drive crazy, bro. One DoorDash had claimed my daughter's car, and my daughter told me. And I was working at the hotel when he came over. I said, bro, did you know that you hit my car, man? He didn't hit my car, he hit my daughter's car. Like, oh, I didn't mean to hit the car. I'm like, yo, you gotta slow down. You gotta, you come to a light stop, all that kind of shit. Because here there's not too many cops. Like you got, what, a cop stops you, you got 4 cop cars coming after you. And that's the whole precinct right there. In my town. A town of 14,000 people, bro. It's not a bad town. It's a good town where I live at. It's good to raise your kids. You got everything close to you. You can get jobs here, If you don't want to work here because you don't want to, you don't want to work anywhere in the United States. you don't want to. They're hiring. But it's just weird that you weird. It's kind of tough that you want to make money. And you, one family with four. And it's like this is not like New York. In New York, you go to every corner, and you got a Arab owns a bodega. I remember growing up in the Bronx, bodegas were not Arab owned. They were either Puerto Rican or Dominicans. Now you go to the Bronx, every bodega is Arab. But the only good thing about that is you can get, if you know good Arab, they'll give you shit on food stamps. Because you can't buy hot food food stamps nowhere, in no states. And they don't give a fuck. If you cool with them, they cool with you. You buy loose cigarettes. I remember back in the 80s when these motherfuckers were buying cars. I'm not lying to you, cars with food stamps. But back in the 80s, the food stamp wasn't like they do it now with the EBT card. Those were paper. So if you Google food stamp money, you'll see a white piece of paper had $1 bill, $5 bill, 20 and 50. And that was a spot back in the days. But yeah, but DoorDash is good. Like I said, if you got a hoopty and you want to make some money, then take your hoopty with you and put as many miles as you can and do DoorDash. Do Uber Eats. You know, because to be a cab for Uber, you have to have your car has to be from 2010 and up. You can't be like my have in 2004. They won't take it. Uber also, my understanding, Uber don't take salvage titles. DoorDash does. I think DoorDash take salvage titles. I don't know. I know my daughter wanted to do Uber Eats. They say no to it because the title of a car. The car, sorry, apparently it was in an accident, so it's a salvage title. I'm gonna show you where I'm at right now. Put it a little bit up. Road to go home. Look at that. Dollar General. Yeah, let me tell you something. For a small town, these motherfuckers got a lot of here. A lot. There's like 5 for a population of 14,000. That's a lot, dude. Okay. This right here, this basically is a mixed neighborhood, blacks and Mexicans, but more blacks than there is Mexicans. All this neighborhood, down that neighborhood down there where I'm pointing my finger. But it's a cool neighborhood. They don't, not like Brooklyn or the Bronx. You know what I'm saying? Got these little corners right here. Make a left here. There you go.